What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Bro Schmo, just in case you did not know. So we're back. We're talking corners of the 2021 NFL draft class. I'm going to give you my top 10, but go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. That's always much appreciated and much obliged. Go ahead and do that. Just do it. Nike, just do it. But plenty of content on the way. Just a reminder, tomorrow safeties come out, and then we're going to be doing our season previews for the NFL. So that ought to be pretty fun. Ought to get some love and some hate, but it's okay. It's all love. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comment section below, who you think should have been on this list. I'm just going to say this outright. This is a very good looking corner class. I think it could match up to this year's pretty well. There's a lot of guys that I like. Matter of fact, my whole top 10 I think can be at least first or second round picks. There are a few guys that I left off the list, but I do want to just give them a quick shout out here, being Shaun Jolly from Appalachian State, a guy I really like. He might be a slot only corner at the next level. Deandre Smart out of Oregon, TJ Carter out of Memphis. We got Eric Stokes out of Georgia. Another guy that I actually really liked last season. I could see him in that day 2, maybe 4th round mix. Jeremiah Waller, Virginia Tech. You're going to see his teammate on this list, best believe that. And then Corey Straughter out of Louisiana Monroe. Kind of a sleeper for me right now. But let's go ahead. Let's start list, and I'm going to start number 10 with Israel Muck Wamu out of South Carolina. A lot of people very high on this guy. I'm high on him. I got a second round grade on him. There are some things, though, for me, his play has always been kind of up and down. I just want to see a little more consistency, but he's got great size, great length, very good ball skills, so a lot to like about him. Elijah Molden out of Washington coming in here at number 9, might be among the best slot corners in this draft. Great instincts, great short area quickness. Guess what? Slot corner. That all just spells slot corner, especially with his size. I mean, if he could get to 200, which I think is asking much, though, he's very good in the run game. It's basically slot corner. And like I said, okay size, so probably, and I hate putting that label on him, but I mean, the slot corner is just its value is, it's just as valuable in today's NFL. It's basically a starting position in the NFL. So, bam, best in the class. Brandon Echols out of Kentucky. He's among the best press man corners in this draft. This guy, really, he's displayed in the SEC last season that he can shadow any receiver regardless of speed or size. He is a former receiver, and really he has only had few snaps at corner outside of last season. So if he could really repeat, then this guy could shoot his way up boards. Size is a bit of a concern. It is a bit of a problem, especially if you're going to be a press man, a physical type of corner. I do want to see that weight get up. And then Marco Wilson out of Florida coming here, still being a second rounder. A guy he's got very good tools. Some people I want to question his speed or his quickness. For me, I don't think they're really question marks. I really like how he plays. He's got a very good understanding of the position, but he is overly physical, you can say. So we can see maybe him. The way he plays, a lot of the way he plays, a lot of that's going to get called in the NFL. So that's my only worry with him. We saw the same thing with Deandre Smart, right, out of Georgia, the Giants pick. Oh, man, I'm brain farting. I think it's Deandre Smart. Probably got that wrong. Hopefully not. But now that the camera's recording, can't think of nothing. But here at 6, Tyson Campbell. For some people, he's a top 3 corner. But I kind of have similar questions because I talked about Marco Wilson being overly physical. Well, Georgia's scheme kind of teaches that, they ingrain that into you. So that's a concern for me, but he's got a good combination of speed and length, but virtually no ball skills, no interceptions throughout his career, and he does need to add some weight. So on to the top 5. I like these guys a lot. Let's start with Paulsen De Bois out of Stanford. Great size and physicality. He was considered, or was going to be considered to be a first-round pick if he came out in this past draft. He decided to return to school because it was kind of a down year in 2019 compared to his 2018. We all saw that. I mean, it was kind of like the beginning of that was in the Central Florida game against Gabriel Davis, where he just utterly murdered De Bois. So speed's a big question mark with this guy, because Davis, he was a burner, and De Bois was having all kinds of problems. He wanted no part of it, but still, despite all that, he allowed a completion percentage under 30%, and he did so the year before as well. So if anything, he's shown consistency throughout his career, but speed is going to be a big concern when it comes to Paulsen De Bois. And then we got Isaac Taylor Stewart out of USC. I almost considered putting him above Shaun Wade just because we know this guy could play on the outside, but to be fair, they're very close. They're very close. But let's go ahead. Let's just talk about Stewart. Taylor Stewart, he's got elite traits from size, speed, and length. He's got really good short area quickness, so that kind of screams cover 3 type of corner. The only thing is, he had a lot of mental lapses last year in coverage. You could point to the Utah game as being kind of a big one for him. But again, if you could get more consistent, guy could be like a top 20, top 15 pick. Shaun Wade here at number 3 at Ohio State. The guy has elite length, elite athleticism. I mean, Ohio State, they just breed corners. They breed first-round corners. I mean, somehow Damon Arnett found his way into the first round. So Shaun Wade, the thing is for him, he has this pesky little label on him, this title of slot corner only. Now he gets a chance to play on the outside there at Ohio State. I mean, the guy was so good. He forced Ohio State to play more nickel packages just to get this guy on the field. So Shaun Wade, again, very, very athletic, good size. So we'll see. And then my top 2 here, they're very close. I kind of battled with who to put first, who to put second. Both, I think, top 10 picks at this point. But Patrick Certeyn, the second out of Alabama, coming in here at number 2. He is the son of former Dolphin great. Yes, that's right. Dolphin great. Knocking over all my stuff just to do that. Patrick Certeyn, if you didn't know. But this guy, he's put up back-to-back elite seasons. He's only allowed over 60 yards twice throughout his whole career. Remember, keep in mind, 2 years starting. Elite traits from size, speed, length. He's one of the best deep ball defenders. Solid ball skills as well. I mean, you'd be really nitpicking if you were going to try to find something negative about his game. And then Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech. This guy I just kind of fell in love with last season. Great size, great speed. He's probably one of the most elite zone corners in this draft, but that doesn't mean he can't play man. He can. He allowed a passer rating of 26.8 last season. He's an okay tackler. And the thing is, we really need to see him repeat that production this season. We need to see that same elite play, because how he played in 2019 was very, very different than his 2018. 2018 was not nearly as good. So we need to see it this season. If so, he could be one of the top corners off the board. Right now, he's number 1 for me. But let me know who's your number 1. Shoot, you could even put your whole list in the comment section below, which means that's it for the video. But go ahead, do the YouTube thing. That's always much appreciated and much obliged. Thank you very much. And safeties are on the way tomorrow. But yeah, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.